back in Kingdom 536. So it all started here. By the way, this is a live stream, so bear with me. I will try to narrate what happened along the way. So as this was more than 1 week ago, I will try to recall the main highlights and explain as much as possible. Hi, Player X, your number 1, Ephraim Mihai, RJ Singh. How are you guys? So, as you guys already know, right? Back in Kingdom 536, there was this huge war ongoing between the whole yellow team and the green team. Yellow side include the LH, KW, Sky, and Sugar, whereas on the other team, green team includes the M44 family, Gao, CS Plus, CTK affiliated alliances. You can also put it in this way. It is like a battle between one emperor, KW Chen Ye, and 5 ex-emperors, FY Zhan, Gao, Cash, Happy Iraq, and Winston. So one thing I would like to emphasize is that the yellow team was well coordinated and was able to plan and arrange for up to approximately 90 concurrent rallies. So as you can see from here, right, the yellow team is doing their multi-rallies on this day. What they do is they will mark down their target with the outcast title. So you can see this outcast title is on M44 Super Z. This all happened on the day of KVK. So just take note of this as it will be relevant in the later part of this whole story. So as you can see, right, Super Z just random pot away. At this juncture, the yellow team, which has approximately 47 concurrent rallies, decided to cancel and seek out for their next target. That's the way to track who they are targeting. I will go to Kingdom 71 and check for the coordinates of the Baron, KW2, which is also one of their main rally leader that day. So I'm thinking to myself, who is their next target? Because from the looks from here, there was no clear sign of who is their next target. Then I realized they would usually label their next target as the outcast. So I went ahead to Kingdom 71 again, checked for the titles. Guess what? We are next. So you know, right? Our guildmate Moy got rallied. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 51 concurrent rallies. Can you believe it? 51! Look at this. So I do a quick check. I realize, so I do a quick scan. I realize one of them, I think it's 50 only because one of them is fake. Yeah, let me do a quick check. Yeah, one of them is fake. Yeah, at this point, all of us ensure that he's indeed online. Luckily, he was online. Then the debate started. To tank or to shoot? Most of my guildmates say that we should not tank this hit, as they believe that Moy, at 800 million might, is not capable to tank 50 concurrent rallies. Well, I guess it is normal to think like this. The reason why we are so skeptical is because recently one of our 1.5 billion might member got drunk and had his account zeroed. Check this video out from last month. One thing for sure is look at this. Change the freaking construction here. Look at this fighter, 1.5 billion might. That was like from last month. What happened to him? He got drunk. Why is he doing this? He got 0. Just like this. Come on. And changed the freaking construction gear and let the rallies hit on him. And he got 0 in 1 second. So that's the reason why they are so skeptical that although Moy keeps saying that he can tank this, right? Some of my guildmates say Chill bro, 50 is too much for you to handle. 800 million might is too little for you to tank it all. Ultimately, I feel that whatever decision he make, right, we should respect it. So after a few minutes of debating between some of my members and him, right, he decided to random port to somewhere further. So as you can see, after a while, he random port to somewhere further. So after random porting away, the yellow team started to cancel the rallies. At this moment, some of our guild members heaved a sigh of relief. We really thought this episode is over. You think it ended here? Sorry to disappoint you. It didn't. So, a few moments later, right, the yellow team continue to rally on their next target, who got random potted away after getting burned in the Wonder Province, as you can see from here. Right? As you can see, this target is now at the other end of the map. Despite of all this, Moy still wants to try to tank their hits. So he went unshielded, trying to be within proximity of the enemies. This time, he totally baited them by getting himself into fury. So the enemies knew he was in fury. Can you believe it? He baited them by getting himself into fury. He is within proximity. At this point, most of us kept shouting in the chat, "Port away! Port away now!" But it seems like he was not listening. There is no other choice but to wish him all the best. So, guess what? Guess what? I guess it doesn't take a genius to know what happened next, guys. Rallies came as expected. There's no way for us to procrastinate at all. First thing, we told him to go to the Wonder Province because in the event if he were to burn, all the other rallies will be cancelled to avoid further damages. Hey guys. Pay attention to something. Guys, pay attention to this area over here. Guys, you guys remember this guy? SGE Drunk Monk. You guys remember this guy? SGE Drunk Monk who just ported next to AR Moy. Amazing. Okay, let me bring your attention to another video last month. So a few days back before this happened, right, we did a 30 plus concurrent rallies by the green team, which is the 5 ex-emperor as mentioned, FY Zan, Gao, Cash, Happy Iraq, and Winston. So, sit back and relax what happened that day. SGE Drunk Monk over here. So that day, as usual, we are doing our rally.
I got that bad feeling as well. No. Please. Please don't shoot! Pussy!
Now, he's all buffed up, brave, and teleporting just next to the target, sending troops out. Amazing. So rallies came, and rallies were about to hit, right? Moy ported to the Wonder Province and we started giving him resources. As mentioned, Wonder Province is the best way to minimize your loss in the event if he were to burn. So I quickly do a scan on all the rally leaders and also obtain information from some external sources of how KW typically hits. I shall not review how I get this information. Today, just today, on this special fateful day, I believe his troop count of 44 million should suffice. That's the reason why I typed suffice. So after much analysis, right, I strongly believe that he should tank today's hit in 2 specific type of wedges. We will see what I type in the chat. shortly. Infantry wedge and range wedge, hence my recommendation on that day. I asked him to choose one. So here we go. All the best to him. The chat was wild and intense. Majority of us in our guild, right, really believe that he will get burned. Minimum a burn, at least a burn. So here it goes. So it's just a countdown, and everyone was saying that, Moy, too bad for you for getting yourself in fury. There's no way for you to tank all the hits. Bye bye, you gotta get 0. At least a burn, minimum. So I just wish him all the best, because from my estimation, he got 44 million troops, and based on the way he set his troops breakdown, I think he's able to tank it. So it came. One by one, they came. Alright? So we kept the first few, so I thought the first few is just a luck that we managed to cap. So it came pouring in just seconds. So one by one I checked his might. Okay, there's a few hits already. So he dropped like few million for the first few hits, and the next few targets gonna smash on him right now. And look at this, he dropped slightly, and we already kept 2. Kept Guan Xi and KW1. Next thing, he dropped few more million. He kept 1 more. And this is the part that's very, very dangerous. He dropped big chunks of might. Big chunks of might. I thought, at this juncture we're saying, good game. You are zeroed. Then next thing I checked the prisoner. I checked the fact that he's still at the Wande province. I realized something. He dropped freaking amount of might. He dropped a lot. But he did not burn. He kept all of them, and all the rallies are cleared. What the fuck? He dropped 400 million might, but he kept all of them. He kept all of them. Guys, still remember at the beginning of this video I said that day was a KVK day. It's okay, KVK day. So do you, bearing in mind that it's a KVK day, right? What does it mean? It means you can migrate without using any migration stroke. That's the whole part. The fact that it's a KVK day, as long as now there's new rally targets, new rally leaders trying to rally on you, all you need is to port to the neighboring kingdom. And bearing in mind they got into themselves with fury, they have to cancel the rally and wait for 15 minutes. So it's a game of hide and seek. So you can see, right, this is what happened when some of them tried to rally on him. So as you count, right, I counted, it's not 50, it's 47. I guess out of the 51, some are fake rallies and some didn't hit at all. So here comes the hide and seek timing. You know, at this juncture, right, it's a part whereby patience plays a very, very big part. So at this part, right, he is at this kingdom, and the enemies are always sending solo marches because they knew his prison is kind of filled and there's no way he want to release any prisoners. He doesn't have the immediate execution, so the opponents keep sending solo marches to try to smash down his troops and get him wounded, and some of the troops killed because his prisoners is filled to the brim. So 5 Emerald have to reinforce to kind of like give him more strength in the troops, because at this juncture he lost a lot of troops, but he still managed to cap all of them. So now it's the time of playing hide and seek. until they decided to call the quits. So now they are rallying. Guess what? He potted away. wait, where's the part whereby? See, 3 minutes to hit, right? Next thing you see, where is Mao? Moi is going to do something very irritating. He's going to go to the neighboring kingdom of our KVK opponent kingdom. There's no way to catch him. But I do let you guys know of something. This hide and seek, right, as much as you want it to last as long as possible, unfortunately, it didn't last long because something happened next. Check this out. By the way, I will briefly show you some of the troop report at the end of this whole narration. Although this is a live stream, right, I will try to keep this stream less than 20 minutes in the interest of the rest of the viewers that are going to watch it later on. So after a while, he potted away. Yes, you cock. It's insane, right? He can sell his account? I don't think so. It's now at a stage of rebuilding his troops. But I guess if you guys do the math right, 47 rallies multiplied by 2.375 million, that is easily 111 million. Look at him. He potted away to the neighboring kingdom. So at this juncture, all the remaining rally leaders tried to rally him, but they failed because they got themselves in fury and they couldn't migrate. They couldn't migrate to the neighboring KVK kingdom to continue to rally on him. That is the best way. So after, okay, as I say, right, this hide and seek didn't last long because shortly after this, something unexpected happened. Moi, who is using his handphone to play this game and managing the migration, right? His handphone connection got cranky and totally hang on him. And because of this, he got burnt. But I appreciate the fact that he tried his very best, but because of some kind of crappy connection, right? Suddenly his handphone hang. And just that 5 minutes, one rally just hit on him. And GG, good game. He got burned. But all in all, right, I would say that bearing in mind he tanked 47 concurrent rallies, kudos to him because the whole LH, KW, Yellow family, they are not expecting this at all. They lost approximately 111 million T-Force. Let me just give you a glimpse of some of the rally reports. Check this out. You guys can see this, right? So these are some of the rally reports. LHX, who else? LHX, LH7, IFL, I'm just going to show you some of them. They eat them all up. Okay? So this is just a glimpse of some of the reports. I guess there's no need to show off them because there's so many of them. Okay? So the whole idea is he did a very brave thing because in typical person, right, if you ask him, even for myself, if I were to, someone going to do a 50 concurrent rallies on me, no, I don't have the guts, to be honest. I know it's possible to tank, but I won't dare to let them rally on me and demonstrate how am I going to tank on them. But bearing in mind I'm the third party, I do a calculation that I knew he is capable to tank 47 concurrent rallies in infantry wedge and range wedge, because based on the rally leaders that are rallying on him that day, that will be the best way to counter them. So kudos to you for being so brave, Moi. I will cut this stream. If you guys got any question, right, I will do this right after that.
GG. GG, I love you, GG, no homo.
Hey.
GG.
Thank
GG.
you. Thank you, Nepto, for the $1 donation. I appreciate it. With that, I will end my stream, and I will be back hopefully very soon, because this whole stream is just to narrate what happened that day. So stay safe, good luck. 陈兄 signing off, 有缘再见. Bye guys.